We're joined by Australian Boomers and Sydney Kings head coach Brian GOORJIAN. Now, Brian, first up, you took the Sydney Kings to play in the CBA EuroLeague Challenge in September. Tell us about that experience.
It's one of the best experiences I've had as an NBL coach. I can't remember a team getting to play top European competition like that, and to play Benetton, a EuroLeague team, to play CSKA, one of the best teams in the world, club teams in the world, was an opportunity we couldn't pass up. And I think the exciting part was that we performed well. We played Team China to a draw. We lost to CSKA by 9, and we beat Benetton. And I think more than the Kings, this was about the NBL, because we're a top 4 team in the NBL, but we weren't the champions, we weren't the grand finalists. So I think that says that a lot about the basketball that we're playing in this. I think it's underrated, and I think we went over there and showed that our basketball is pretty damn competitive. So it was a good feeling.
So would you like to see those sorts of tournaments all over the world? For example, next year to have the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Kings and a EuroLeague team in Sydney and Melbourne and that sort of thing?
I think that's where the game's going, and I don't think our game's going to flourish just as NBL. I think we have to offer more, and I think you're seeing that not only as far as Australia goes. The Melbourne Tigers went to China and played Team China a couple times. The Brisbane Bullets did. I think European teams are playing NBA teams. That's what's going on, and I think, again, the fact that we're performing well in these little tournaments, I don't think it'll be long before you see an NBA team here, a European team, and the same thing with us going to the United States, going to Europe. And again, our deal was done during the season, during a 10-week break. So I was appreciative that the NBL allowed that, and I think you'll see more teams doing that, and I think that's going to be a world trend.
Now, moving to the Australian Boomers, the Australian style of play is very aggressive on offense and defense, similar to the style Spain has made successful. We've also got some great bigs like Bogut and Anderson and Nielsen and Anstey. How hard is it to find a style of play for the national team?
Well, it's been a real issue, and I think it's been a weakness in the program over the last since Gaze, Bradkey, Longley, since that group retired. We haven't really established a style of play that we're comfortable with yet, due to the constant change. We've played small ball, we've had bigs, and I think the talent of this, when we get everybody together, I think we're going to have to use our size. And the qualifying series, we used Patrick Mills, and we pressed, and we played Sam in the 4, and we played small ball. But I think we'll have I know that we'll have Bogut, I know that we'll have Nielsen, and I know that we'll have Anderson. And then, there's some other bigs that are capable of playing in this. We just got to see how they perform at the camp. But we need to develop a style of play in the 2 months leading into Beijing, and I'm hoping it's geared around some good bigs.
Now, what's your ideal preparation for the Olympics? Because, as you say, you haven't had your best team together at any time since you've taken over.
Well, I think the best thing would be to have some camps with the people that are based in Australia, that a fine group, a tight group of real possibilities to play in Beijing, and then you're really not going to, and I'd like to see that happen in May, where we have some camps, we go away, we play, we get everybody fit, and then in June, by mid-June, we're going to need the likes of, Bogut, Anderson, Nielsen, and you really can't expect them to be there any earlier than that because of the competitions they played in. So May, the top NBL players involved in getting ready, and then the addition of those guys coming out of their leagues in early June. And that gives us, 2 months, 2.5 months together before Beijing.
Now, what are your expectations for Beijing, and who do you see as the toughest teams to beat?
Well, you can just see by the EuroLeague, the Euro qualifiers, that the teams that didn't even make not only didn't qualify, but didn't make the second tier for the last 3 spots. Teams like France, teams like Turkey, teams like Italy are completely out of the campaign. So it says to you that the teams that qualified, how strong they are. And you look at basketball around the world right now, it is very, very popular, very powerful, and you've only got 12 teams at the Olympics. So, you know, there's no easy beats in that. I mean, you used to look at the teams from Africa and Asia to be down a little bit, and something you had an advantage on ain't that way anymore. Team USA, Spain, Russia, Greece isn't even involved in it yet, but I think they will be, and I think they're a top team. Our goal is to medal, and I think if we get everybody on board in the time frame that I just described, that we can make that second round, something we did not do in Athens. And if we make the second round, just from experience, anything can happen, you know. So my mindset now is to get everybody ready, to get everybody prepared, and try to get to that second round. And if we get to that second round like we did at the Worlds, it's been a successful tournament for the group that we've got and the amount of time that we've played together. And from there, we would like to go on and win a medal.
Thanks for joining us, Brian.
No problem.